Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Got our engine block back from the machine shop. Got everything cleaned out and everything looking good. We're getting ready to put our crankshaft in over here. Got our new bearings all in here, and we'll make sure you get everything real lubed up. We're using this here Lucas Oil Assembly Lube. You just want to make sure you get your finger in there and just spread it all around and make sure you get it all lubed up before you put it in. And we're going to get on that, and we'll get back to you when we get something done. Alright, we got all our lube spread out on our crankshaft cover here. You also got to get Loctite here, this Loctite 574, and put it on there and kind of spread it around. We used little brush here like you stain with. Got it all ready to go back on the engine, so let's see what we can get done here. Alright, we just finished our step one here with your torquing down on your bolts. Torque these ones here, all of these down through here to 15 pound. Same thing with these here on the right here, all the way down through there. And this one up here, 15. And you'll do 15 on these as well. Now that's the final step for these. They only have one step, these little ones, 15 pound. And these up here, they only have one step as well, and they're just 7 pound. And then our next step here is, as you see over here in our book, got our steps all written down, and 29 on the ones on the top and 37 on the ones on the side. So we're gonna get that done here with our wrench, and we'll get back to you once we get that. Alright, we just finished up our final torque on these, which was 37, and now we move on to these bolts. We torqued them down to 29, so we're going to torque them down to 55. Let's go around these ones up here on the top. So we'll get on that, and after we get that done, we'll keep you updated. Alright, we're back out here, and we actually got our cylinders in and all our rod bearings and our piston rings and everything, and I'll come back and explain that here in a minute. But right now we're working on our balance shafts, and we got this one in over here just so we know what we're doing. We're gonna go over this one here with you. So first, you really just take everything apart from where it was, and you got this little seal here, this little clear thing. We got new ones of those. You just take it off, slide it right on. It's pretty easy. And this over here, you got this seal, which it's just a normal O-ring seal. And we're just gonna kind of work on getting all that off, and then put it back together. And you got to come over here, and we're using this. Once again, we're using this Loctite 574. You just spread it out on here. Make you a gasket over here, and but we'll get all that done and check back with you. Alright, we got our Loctite all spread out down here. You can see in our groove right there, and laid our balance shaft cover on here and got the shaft in there. So now we just got to torque down our bolts here, which if we come over to our book, we're going on the little bolts are only 6 foot-pound, and then on your larger ones are 15 foot-pound. So we'll get torquing those down and get everything all sealed up and good on that end, and really just other than that, pretty straightforward. So we'll do that and get back with you. Alright, we got everything tightened up here on our balance shaft, and moved on to our oil cooler up here. And you just got to make sure you have that alignment tool. It goes in that spot right there. Keep everything lined up. And these bolts here, kind of tighten them up in a star pattern just to go easy on them, and then torque them down to 15 pound-foot of torque. And yep, and we've pretty well got our seal in there, and all of our everything's nice and sealed up and good to go. So on to the next thing. Alright, we've moved on to our water pump here. We got our gasket in there and putting our bolts through and getting them started right now and getting ready to torque them down. Then we'll get all that torqued down and then we'll get back with you. Alright, now we got our head on here. We got everything already torqued down, but the torque specs for this is you want to run, we got this off Clark's Garage here, 15 pounds first, and then your second step you do 37 pounds, then 66 pounds. You'll do them in this order down here. We get it all torqued down, all good to go. We got everything assembled up front here. On to the next thing. Alright, this is where we're at after the end of today. And I know I said I'd come back to the piston rings and everything, but I'm actually going to attach a video below. It does a really good job of explaining it and everything. I don't think I could do any better than the one that we actually watched to make sure we were going to do everything right. But that's where we're at the moment, so just be sure to subscribe, and we'll be back soon with the next video.